Ontario landlords were able to charge an increase in rent on January 1st. The cap for 2026 was set at 2.1%.
There are some exemptions to the cap, such as buildings constructed after November 2018, and also for those living in retirement residences. Here's Pat Foran with a consumer alert.
Thanks, Michelle and Nathan. In Ontario, there is no rate cap on how much retirement homes can charge for total monthly fees. That's the rent and services combined. That means they can raise the monthly bill by whatever they want, and advocates say that's not fair.
What did you think when you found out it's going to be almost 4% instead of 2.1%?
Well, it made me sick. It made me sick.
89-year-old Estelle Arlo has lived at Venvie Don Mills Seniors Apartments for the past 16 years. She was expecting her rent to increase 2.1% under this year's rent guideline, but was shocked to get a notice her rent would be going up 3.99%.
I think it's a big cash grab.
Arlo's monthly rent was just increased from $3,784 to over $3,900. The fee includes TV, phone, internet, and the opportunity to visit a physician on site, but she buys her own groceries and makes her own food. She believes the increase is not justified.
I was just flummoxed. I couldn't believe it.
The building is managed by Coger Senior Living, which told CTV News of the total 4% increase indicated, 2.1% applies to rent, while the remaining portion relates to services. We recognize any increase can be difficult, particularly for those on fixed incomes.
The landlord has the ability to really increase the overall charge by whatever they want.
The Advocacy Center for the Elderly says retirement homes must adhere to the rent cap on the rent portion of the monthly bill. However, for other services in retirement homes, there is no cap. Advocates say there should be to protect seniors.
Older adults living in retirement home accommodation are often on fixed incomes, and they simply can't afford to pay exorbitant increases.
The Federation of Metro Tenants Associations says seniors risk homelessness if their rents rise too quickly.
We need to have regulation in place that is able to help tenants that are suffering under these economic conditions.
It's a lot of money still.
I know, and I don't have it.
Arlo says she'll now have to cut costs to pay her rent and says the government should introduce a cap on retirement home services to protect seniors from being overcharged. And if you're searching for an apartment, you should also ask how old it is. Units built after November 2018 are not subject to rent caps, and in these newer buildings, landlords can also raise the rent to whatever they want. On your side, I'm Pat Foran.
If you have a consumer story idea, email us at alert@ctv.ca.